right, Scott, you're up.
I'm an artist.
Artist.
I came from the Manila
Manila
side.
side.
We draw and giant. Dezuniga
Dezuniga
tonight. Dezuniga tonight. Dezuniga tonight.
All right, so why Tony Dezuniga? Like most people don't even know who he is. And I think that's why the ladies aren't with us tonight because they're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, not their cup of tea. I didn't know who it was.
And yeah. I mean, the comic nerds like me and Drew will know. I don't know, Scott, were you familiar with Dezuniga before we just picked him as a topic?
Wasn't
Not until I had to look it up.
Because
kind of big
Drew and I actually
Yeah.
did a stream on my channel, about a year and a half ago, or like about the Filipino invasion of comics. So Dezuniga was a comics artist, Komik in the Philippines. Comics. He started like the age of 16, and he was like the first Filipino artist to come to the States, working for DC. And they liked the cut of his jib, so they went back to the Philippines and looked for more people.
So it's kind of.
So and that's when they headhunted like Alfreda Alcala and Rudy Nebres and Nestor Redondo. Yeah. So that in the early '70s. Something. Yeah,
Ernie Chan. Yeah.
But like he had worked with like Alfredo and Nestor in the Philippines. So it would have been his birthday today. He was, he unfortunately died back in 2012. But I thought it'd be nice to give him some love. And if you look at his art, he did a lot of fantasy art, a lot of like swords and sorcery kind of swords and sandals kind of stuff. He liked the female form, which I can respect. And he's known mostly as an inker, but he did do a couple original comics, and he co-created two characters. One is in the promo, Jonah Hex, and Jonah Hex went on to be in a movie, so and a TV show. He was in what's that weird DC show where they're like traveling through time?
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. So he was in that too, right? They had a Jonah Hex in that too.
Yeah,
I can't remember that. I love that show.
Jonah Hex also made an appearance in the Batman animated series and in the Justice League animated series.
Yeah, the animated series was kind of weird. Where wasn't he kind of like
Jonah,
related to like what was it?
It was Jonah Hex sort of near the end of his life. In the animated series, he's old.
Yeah, but wasn't he kind of like related to like Raja Ghul of some sort, or?
Well, he was after a criminal who was related to Raja.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. He's like, let me see my boy.
That I actually like the movie with what's his name? The one that played Thanos.
Josh
I actually
Brolin.
like that movie. Yeah, Josh Brolin. I actually like that movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's cheesy, but it wasn't bad.
What's I don't know. I don't really know the story of Jonah Hex. He just
well, it's just kind of his origin story.
Okay.
Drew, you want to tell it? Here, I'll let me take up the banner where you're doing that.
Jonah Hex was orphaned and raised by Apaches, and he ends up leaving his tribe to go fight in the Confederacy in the Civil War, and of course the Confederates lose. And but he still goes around wearing his Confederate soldier's uniform, and he has a horrible disfigurement on his face. It was because I think he did something to dishonor himself in the eyes of the tribe, so they gave him the mark of the demon and left his face looking like that. And I don't know. I like Jonah Hex because he's really sort of like Conan, but in the Wild West.
There you go.
He's like he doesn't have much respect for the trappings of civilization. He's doesn't really believe so much in the rule of law as far as collecting bounties.
Renegade's Law.
Brannigan's Law.
And he's I don't know, like to me, I mean, it's like he sort of fits the same role as Conan does in the like Conan stories. Only just imagine it's instead of being in like the Hyborian age, it's in the Wild West.
Okay. When he said Brannigan's Law, I just heard Kif like,
Yeah.
just that sigh.
But I don't know. I'm a big Jonah Hex fan. Rusty Bailey, I think, has an original Tony Dezuniga Jonah Hex.
Oh, really?
run.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Nice.
It's pretty amazing. I think Rusty is probably the only guy I know that's a bigger Jonah Hex fan than me. And I don't know. And I'm a pretty big Jonah Hex fan. But yeah,
Hex Girl.
Zuniga did a great job on that series. But he also did some work for Marvel off and on too. He'd inked Buscema on Conan.
It's
For a
interesting
long
how
time.
a lot of them. How a
I
lot.
almost did a piece from his Conan work, but yeah. Oh, sorry. Comments if there's anybody say anything. RMX says cool. We're doing a stream. Yep. Okay.
I wasn't sure if Ron was coming tonight. I was talking to him today.
Yeah.
He was streaming with I think Tiffany on Instagram a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I just poked in to say hi.
I didn't know she was streaming. Nobody said nothing to me.
Yeah, nobody said nothing.
I think it was impromptu.
I mean, I was off today. I could have.
I think this was yesterday, but yeah.
All right.
And I was at work. I just happened to check my Instagram and I saw the little notice that they were live. So I just popped in to say hi.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it showed that on Instagram and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, I get notices that none of you guys stream to Instagram, but I get notices like Joe Benitez, the one from Astro.
Oh yeah.
So I get notices that he's going live and stuff.
Okay.
This is what I did today, because just killing time.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that series. By the way, that samurai with the blue eyes, blue-eyed samurai.
Blue Eye Samurai.
Is it because Ming Na Wen is on there? Is that what it is?
No, I actually found out about that after the fact.
Oh, okay.
So she wasn't the reason I went for it.
I know you're
It just looked interesting. I watched. Yeah, I am a huge fan of hers, but it's just voice work. It's not like I get to look at her.
I know. But visually, it looks great. The animation looks wonderful. The only weird thing is like everyone's speaking in English, and I'm just like, interesting.
Yeah, but they did get mostly a Chinese, or Japanese cast, a couple Chinese guys in there, Koreans, but mostly Japanese.
Because I'm watching Onimusha, kind of the same thing, right, with the samurai and Toshiro Mifune and all that. So.
Yeah, I watched that Monday when we didn't have to go in. I watched that Monday.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I
mean, I guess
the Blue Eye Samurai. I was telling this to Drew earlier before we started the stream. It feels almost like a heavy metal movie.
Okay.
But set in feudal Japan.
Right.
It's really it's really violent, gory. There's a lot of sex.
You had me.
There you go. Sold.
At heavy metal.
Oh
yeah, I would recommend it. It's good, but it is the first season, so they do leave on an ending for setup for season 2.
If there's a season 2.
Yeah, as I say, Netflix doesn't always They're real slow to.
But that's why I put out that warning. It's like, because I know Netflix has a history of disappearing shows.
Well, like
I mean, they don't even know if there's
Sandman.
going to be another. Don't go.
Well, like
Go ahead.
Sandman is one of the most watched things they've ever done, and they still hadn't really officially said there was going to be a season 2.
Well, I was going to see the same thing with Wednesday.
Well, that's another one. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people watch that. And
Yeah, but then they said there was some issues about the act. The main actress going to come back, or
She got too big for herself.
She's getting
Maybe.
pigeonholed into all the goth roles.
yeah, you know it is. Yeah,
Because she's doing the Beetlejuice 2.
is she really?
She's supposed to be like Lydia's
like their
daughter.
Okay, that makes sense.
Somebody posted a thing, and I thought it was hilarious. And she was saying, like growing up is when you realize that you spent your teenage years thinking that you were Lydia Dietz, and then you realize that you're actually more like Delia.
Yeah, the mom.
And, which I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the parents are coming back, but
yeah.
I'm sure the father not coming back, right?
Oh yeah, I don't think he is. Yeah. Of course, everyone today is talking about the Ghostbusters trailer that dropped today.
Hey.
Yeah.
I did not see that. How was it?
It's interesting. There's a lot going on in there, and yeah, you probably just got to watch it and see it. But it's funny because it's going to be like an Arctic thing, like a chill thing, a frozen thing, and it's funny because like more people are talking about the jacket that they're wearing. Like they're wearing these red fleece jackets with the logo on it, and all the cosplayers are like, "Where do I get this? Where they're talking more about that than the actual plot of what's going on in the.
Now they can sell the, Venkman and Arctic gear.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is, right?
Are they doing it like The Thing? They're making an Arctic exploration?
No, I think what's happening is like there's some kind of a villainous, and then there's this thing where like it scares you to death, so you get chilled from the inside. So you see like all this it looks almost like Frozen, where like all this, the whole city is just getting frozen. New York is getting like totally covered in icicles and everything.
Because I was thinking that'd be kind of cool, like take the story of The Thing and then drop the Ghostbusters into it.
Yeah. But it looks like everyone's back, and it looks like even like Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, and they're all in there. Ernie Hudson,
Yeah,
of course.
I saw Ernie Hudson, and then you got newcomers like Patton Oswalt and Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
They got Bankman's Ghost again, or Egon's Ghost. I mean, Egon's Ghost, right?
No, I don't think so. But there's a couple of new characters too, so they're trying to figure out. People are trying to piece together who they are.
I think they should bring in the girls.
Yeah. Well, somebody joked around and did that.
At least let Leslie Jones sneak back in.
I didn't see what's her name? I didn't see the black one in the trailer.
She was there.
Oh, really? Because I saw the other three. But yeah,
the black one.
Yeah, what's her name? Lucky.
Finn Wolfhard's crush.
The love
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Finn Wolfhard's back, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other girl, the sister, and the mom and Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd looks like he has more of an active role with the proton pack, so he seems pretty happy. I didn't realize that Sarah Natsutomi, who was the voice of Ash, from Pokemon in the later episodes. I guess I found out she was the voice of one of the some of the mini Stay Puffs. Remember that in the last movie with the little mini Stay Puffs?
As they're like killing themselves in the water.
Yeah. It's like no, but they're all happy and everything. I didn't see Slimer in the trailer, but I would assume so. Seeing that they're back in New York. But yeah, that looks good. I'm excited. And the writer's strike, I don't know. It's looks like there's some news on that. I don't know if it's settled or if it's just tentative. It says.
Well, you mean the actor strike? The writer strike.
Yeah,
was,
the actor strike. Oh yeah, I mean the SAG after or whatever. Yeah.
I was gonna say the writer strike was already resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to see the Marvels tomorrow for opening.
Nice.
It's getting lambasted in reviews already, but I'm still hopeful.
I don't know.
Really?
Everybody.
I don't know.
does that.
So far, I'd say the ones I've read have been mostly favorable.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in open-minded.
Facebook must be sending me the dregs. I only watch like a couple seconds or a minute. Once they start going negatives, I just skip it.
Yeah.
It's like
I just read them. I don't listen to any of these like talking heads.
Yeah.
I just read the reviews that they post.
Talking head. Same as it ever was.
That's right.
Same as it ever was. That should be fun. But yeah, we're gonna go out probably on Friday.
I couldn't promise Gwen a child-free view.
Oh, okay. I guess we're not gonna go then.
I mean, if we go on a matinee, that's most likely when there's going to be chilling there.
It's a holiday, right, on Friday?
Yeah.
What holiday is that? Veterans Day.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah,
that is correcto.
I don't pay attention to holidays, even the ones that I'm technically part of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a paid holiday, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
there
on
you
leave
go.
anyway.
We're off.
Rough.
I'm on leave through the exhibit. I'm watching the Marvels tomorrow. Brie Larson is my queen. Okay, I don't know who that is. Facebook user. Anybody on Facebook watching? Let's see, I can log in and see.
I think you know who that is.
Brie Larson is my queen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know somebody that doesn't like Brie Larson, but
But
She's
I
my
don't know,
Captain Marvel.
she gets a lot of hate, but
she does.
I'm not really sure why.
Because she's outspoken.
it seems like the show is, show's getting some pretty positive reviews.
That's good.
The art gallery, yeah. The art gallery. I'm running into a lot of people I haven't seen in like years, though. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I've seen some
I've
people from like when I worked.
I've watched you.
Yeah. It's just like whoa, like this is from like days of like when I used to work
kids you went to an elementary school with, like
yeah, stuff like that, or like or like people I worked with at the library, like when I was in college, it's just like whoa, crazy, small world, small island.
You were a librarian?
Yep. Conan the librarian.
Gonad, the librarian.
62.
Gonad. But, yeah. Nah, it's one of those like in college. I just was looking for like a side job kind of thing, just on campus. And then, yeah.
You didn't want to be Midnight Cowboy?
Yeah.
No, Midnight Cowboy. You don't know Midnight Cowboy?
I do. But, yeah. But
Scott, do you know Midnight Cowboy?
If you hum a few bars.
There you go.
I don't think there's a song. They used the Harry Nilsson version of Everybody's Talking About Me.
Oh, okay. But no, I was working at the
Everybody's Talking About Me.
The UH lab.
UH lab.
Well, it's Darren that says he's watching the Marvels tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Brie Larson was Darren's queen.
Oh,
good on you, Darren. I'm gonna go watch it in 40X.
Wow.
I think
So
Brie
if nothing
Larson's
else, I get a ride.
I think she's a good
I think-
actor, but
Yeah.
I felt like she was too young to play Carol Danvers. I don't know why. She just seems too young to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she is too
Carol Danvers-
young for you.
No, Carol Danvers is supposed to be a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way you said it. That just felt like she was too young for you. Well, she is too young for you.
True. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I just feel like they could have found somebody a little bit older.
Hmm.
But most of the lieutenant colonels I meet are in their 40s.
Yeah, I guess that'd be all right.
So what is you said he worked on Black Orchid. Now what is Black Orchid about?
That's what Drew's
Black
drawing.
Orchid is a sort of a superhero whose origin had never really been revealed.
Mm-hmm.
She would always show up kind of like when needed, thwart some evil plot, and it would be alluded to that she was somebody that had been involved, like say some guy is some wealthy businessman and he's got a secretary and he's always plotting on doing some evil thing, and then he gets caught and beaten by Black Orchid, and then they realize that they find on the secretary's desk like a wig and like a pair of glasses or something, and that the secretary
see.
was really Black Orchid, like, in disguise.
Well, there you go.
But like Black Orchid can fly, she seems to have super strength, she might be indestructible, and there were all these rumors when I was a kid that Black Orchid was really Supergirl. Or if it wasn't really Supergirl, that she might have been another Kryptonian. And so, but nobody
Her
knew.
outfit- Yeah, her outfit kind of looks like Catwoman in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Catwoman or
Huntress.
not
kinda-
Catwoman.
Yeah.
But they've since changed Black Orchid, and now it's no longer a mystery of
Oh,
what
now
she is.
everyone knows who she is.
She's a
You know-
plant elemental like Swamp Thing.
Oh, okay. So she can I don't know. Has she ever had a crossover with Poison Ivy or?
I think she's interacted with Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy at the same time.
Interesting.
But I don't know. Neil Gaiman is the one who made her into a plant elemental.
I forgot which con recently, but I guess somebody did cosplay as her, and then some people are going kind of nuts, like, "Oh wow!"
That was probably Drew.
Well, I didn't see it, but I'd love to.
Or maybe
I
it
always
was in
liked
that.
the design.
Maybe it was in that Forgotten Heroes page.
Mm.
Yeah,
I would say she's definitely in the category of forgotten heroes.
yeah. Like nobody knows who she is. I didn't know who she was until looking it up.
The comics are good. They're usually I think it was usually in like House of Secrets.
Okay.
No, Adventure Comics. My bad. I have a few of them. I might have her first appearance. I'm not 100% though.
Oh,
But yeah, Tony Dezuniga's art in it is beautiful.
nice. Now he did everything, or was he just the inker, or
Black Orchid, I think he drew.
he drew?
he drew
Okay.
it.
At least the first couple, yeah.
Well, you said that that was his creation, right? So
We used a co-creator with the writer.
co-creator.
Let's see the credits. So, looks like I'm looking at one issue and it's actually drawn by Nestor Redondo.
Oh,
But it just
Another one.
says script by Michael Flesher and then art by Nestor Redondo. Usually when it says art, it means they both inked and like penciled and inked it. So
everything.
but, I don't know, just an interesting looking character. Like I said, the thing that used to make me, interested when I was a kid is the whole mystery, like who is Black Orchid, and I don't remember how the rumor started that she was Kryptonian, but I mean,
It would make sense, right?
Because she flies and everything too, like you said,
yeah, like I said, she could fly and she was kind of indestructible, and I don't know, it was kind of a neat mystery. Once they reveal everything about the character, then they're not as interesting anymore.
Oh yeah, of course. It's like because
Yeah, I see a page by. I'm looking at a page by Dezuniga, and it just says art. So I'm guessing that he penciled and inked it himself.
Art. I did not think this through. Oh well, just slug through it.
All right.
I'm just taking my time with this.
So we did talk about, so Drew is drawing Black Orchid. I'm drawing a character called Gita of Alazar, who's actually Frank Thorne's character, but this drawing of her is by Tony.
Okay.
You see his signature there?
Okay.
So I'm using that as my reference for the night. And I'm trying to stay kind of loose and channel Tony. John, what are you drawing?
I'm doing Conan because I don't really know anything else of his. So.
You drew a really long and lanky Conan.
I did.
No, I mean Tony did. Tony Dezuniga.
Like
his Conan's. It's it almost looks like a Neil Adams, but it's like longer, like
because the one I'm looking at,
super long.
He looks the torso's long, but his legs are short. So I'm just like, So I'm kind of messing around with it, kind of doing a weird hybrid. Yeah, I guess it's interesting how everybody has all different styles of how they draw Conan.
For me personally, it's so ingrained in my mind that if it doesn't look like the Buscema style, I feel like it's not really Conan.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I should get over it, but I don't know.
He did a good job. I mean, that's what you equate.
Well, everybody after that kind of emulates Buscema to a certain degree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the more recent Marvel series, I think was drawn by I think it's Mahmoud Esrar, I think was the name of the artist. And I thought he drew him well enough, but the colorist made him look too pale for my taste.
Oh.
In the Marvel comics, Conan always kind of had a reddish skin tone. Like, I'm guessing it's because he's always like sunburned from running around, without a shirt on in the desert or whatever.
He's soaked with blood.
But he's always kind of reddish.
He's always tan.
Yeah.
And when I look at Conan and he's not kind of red, I don't know if it doesn't. You might as well be looking at
register
Prince.
To you.
It might as well be like Prince Valiant or something,
Prince and a Valiant.
But it's weird because in the books, Conan is described as more lithe, more agile and not as bulky. So I would say that Barry Windsor Smith is a pretty good, just look based on the books.
Right. I'll give you that.
But I mean, I'm with you, Drew. I mean, I grew up reading Conan by Buscema and all the other people that worked on Buscema.
Buscema, I mean, my favorite is Buscema and Ernie Chan. Those are things like that. I love that combo. But you know. But also, I love Buscema and Alfredo Alcala.
Mhm.
I don't know. A lot of good combinations. Barrowins and Smith I like, but it's so funny because like those early issues, he's still kind of in like Kirby mode,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then he and then his style changes and it gets more like more detailed, a lot of like little fine lines and stuff. And it's like really in the span of like not even 2 years, he goes from sort of being like a Kirby clone to like having this like very unique style.
Cool. Found his way.
And Scott, who are you drawing? I think we missed asking you, right?
John Hex.
Jonah Hex.
Oh, cool. See, I was doing someone different. That's good. I was gonna do Black Orchid, but as soon as I saw it was Drew's sketch, I was like, okay, I know what he's drawing.
I mean, I don't own Black Orchid. You can.
No, it's fine. I just think you know, you'll do a better job than I can.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
I don't even know if that matters, you know? Just draw what we draw.
it does.
All right,
if I
fine.
can-
Yeah.
Have to win.
I'm not going to fight with you over it. You know, just like,
I mean, if I finish Black Orchid, I'm going to start drawing Jonah Hex. So.
yeah, I thought I might do Jonah Hex next too, you know?
Cool.
But maybe I'll do a Black Orchid then, just to
Yeah, there you
follow
go.
through.
Well, there.
Pull up some reference. So I don't know. Never drawn Black Orchid before. She's got kind of a crazy costume from what I could see.
The mask is kind of weird. Yeah.
I feel like it's not like a real rigid design. There's a lot of room to sort of play with it. Kind of abstract and mildly psychedelic looking.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how they did today at the event.
Hopefully well.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Like Dupua's watercolor prints are very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing. I think she brought some more of her originals in, right?
Looks like it. Looks like she put it on the table.
Three.
I was just kind of like doing more Christmas cards today, so I gotta pick up more blanks.
Well, they're at the center.
Yeah. So next time I go down.
Figured that was centrally located.
Yeah.
If you need, I can grab some for you tomorrow.
Yeah, because I guess the next time I'm going down to the center is going to be Tuesday, I guess. For that drink draw.
Yeah. Scott, you're not gonna be able to join us, right? For the in-person drink and draw. Too many people. Scott,
I'm sorry, what was that?
you're not gonna be able to join us for the in-person drink and draw.
I will try. It's 5 to 7, yeah?
5:30 to 7:30.
7:30. Yeah.
Let's see what I can do.
I don't know, sounds like a lot of people want to jump in on this one.
Who's telling you they want to jump in? I haven't gotten a lot of people saying they want to jump in.
I don't know. Seems like Rich is like, "Oh, I'll try to be there," and then Deadman's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have the thing, right?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
Well, they don't need to be at the table.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
The only three I'm counting on so far is me, you, and Chris.
Okay.
I don't know if Drew's gonna be able to make it. There's a chance I'm gonna keep playing with the tech. That's the thing, is I got to figure out this tech. There's a chance I might be able to run it like we normally do with the StreamYard. I'm going to try that and see if I can get it to work. Because what I would do is I would run the StreamYard and then I would project like the YouTube or the Twitch channel to the screen. Just have to deal with the 20-second delay and turn the audio off so we don't step on each other.
Yeah, like I said, I know you were wrestling with that all day the other day.
Yeah, it's not friendly.
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
It's the problem is the cameras I have aren't the right. Like if I had HDMI cameras, I could do an HDMI switcher. But these USB cameras that I have to go into the laptop, and because they're the same make and model, I can't run them in tandem because it confuses the computer. And I can't put them through a USB switcher. So, I mean, I bought a USB switcher thinking I'd be able to, but it doesn't work. You know?
I'd like to do the live drink and draw, but I don't know. It depends on if I can get out of work on time or not.
Well, let me know, a couple days before if you can or not, so I can plan on
Definitely
you
will.
one way or the other. And like I said, if you just come after work and hang out in the back and watch, we can still have fun with you.
Right on.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I don't need 10 people on the table.
Well, that's good.
You said we're going to be in the side room, yeah, this time.
Yeah, the drink and draw will be in the middle room. That's their like classroom exhibition stuff. Like, that's where they do all the stuff like that. So between now and next Tuesday, I'll keep playing with the tech and see if I can come up with a better solution. I refuse to have my butt kicked by the tech. I'm doing on time. 38 minutes. All right. Do a first round here in about 10 minutes or so. See where everybody's at.
Okay.
For those of you watching, I just want to clarify, this is like fur lining. This is not her. Disclaimer. Yeah. She's wearing a fur-lined loincloth around the belt. So this is, she doesn't need to shave that badly. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
it's green.
Like young men today have realistic expectations from watching all that internet porn.
That's right.
So what else is going on? Anybody have anything exciting going on?
I just got a new job.
Yay.
I got my firm offer.
All right. And you're moving down there by the housing area, right? Into the housing area?
Nope, going to the shipyard.
Yay.
All right. You might run into Brett. Doesn't he work down at the shipyard?
Well, right on. I'll keep an eye open for him.
Yeah. Well, Connie works on that side of the base, but she works. You know where the mini mart is? On Pearl Harbor.
Oh, she does?
Where the auto port used to be.
On like the sub side, yeah.
Yeah, on the sub side. So the auto port is the office where the marketing folks work out of.
Oh wow.
It used to be the auto port. Yeah.
There you go. Now you get to see everybody.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Sign this sketch. MHC after Tony Dezuniga. Remember that, folks. If you're ever copying somebody else's art, make sure you credit them. Always bugs me when I see people doing that. You know, it's like clearly I know I've seen this picture before. You know, and I don't mind people like learning to draw by copying somebody else's work, but don't pretend like it's an original. Right. I'm going to mute myself real quick, go grab something to drink, and then we'll come back to do first round.
And let the killing begin. When the music comes on. The purge. Let the purge begin.
There's an episode of Star Trek where it's called something like Return of the Archons or something.
Okay.
And they go to this planet that looks like it's sort of stuck in like the 1800s.
Okay.
And and everybody's like very peaceful and friendly, and they're all like, you know, good morning to you, and like, are you of the body and all this stuff, and then out of nowhere the clock strikes a certain time and it says it's the violet hour, and people just start going crazy, like just out of nowhere they just erupt into violence and they start screaming festival and just like smashing stuff and punching each other and throwing stuff through windows, and then it just sort of stops. And I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to walk into a place and everything be real quiet, and then out of nowhere just go festival and like throw a glass against the wall or something.
Yeah, and that's when you get arrested.
Yeah.
It's like, well, clearly you haven't seen Star Trek. No. I mean, Rick and Morty had one, right? Where it was like a purge like that.
Purge. Haven't you seen the Purge, Morty?
Yeah. I still haven't seen the new episodes yet. It's like I thought it would be on Max, but I guess it's not on there yet. Like you said, you saw the first episode on what, YouTube?
I watched it on the Adult Swim app, but they only make
on the app, yeah.
They only make like one episode available for like a little while, and then
I see.
They take it away.
Yeah.
Because they want to have a cable provider.
Huh?
They want you to contact your cable provider.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you have to get like a code to put in from your cable provider so you can watch it on the stupid app.
Interesting. Maybe they, they do that so you're not just stealing it or something.
Well, ain't nothing for free in this life.
Apparently not.
What I miss?
You missed the killing purge a little while ago when Scott's thing went off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. So here, we'll do first rounds. And then I'm going to mute myself again because I haven't eaten dinner yet. And we were salad when I was getting something to drink. So this is an original Alfredo. Well, it's not the original. This is a print of one of his drawings.
Yeah.
So this is Gita of Alizar. And apparently Drew knows the character. I don't. It's kind of looks like a Red Sonja-ish kind of character. Is that a fair assessment?
I think it's everything that Thorne wanted to do with Red Sonja and Marvel wouldn't let him do.
Oh.
Okay. So Frank Thorne is the creator of the character, but this is a drawing by Tony of the character. So I use that as my base of reference. And I did this on the handmade paper that I have. So kind of looks like it. You can tell it's based on it, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the fluidity that Dezuniga had, but all right, who's next?
Thanks. I'm in progress. I'm just doing a typical
Wow.
Conan, and I don't know, something different. But yeah, in progress.
Why are there always women hanging onto his thigh?
I don't know. It's just
Nice
It's really hard to walk around with people hanging onto you like
yeah,
that.
wearing like a boot. It's like don't
They
go.
They should
help you.
Go. I need to go to work.
Wait, wasn't there? Was in some?
What?
Was it Young Frankenstein or something?
Oh, is it?
with
Hanging on
Madeline
the
Kahn. Yeah.
Madeline Conrad hanging on.
You got to do that, John. You got to draw like Conan trying to like walk with like chicks hanging on his legs.
There's like a whole trail of them.
Like, by Crumb, Conan must work.
All right, Scott, you ready?
I'm gonna get a lot of
I'll take
letters
that as
in
a
that one.
yes. So Scott's working on a Jonah Hex.
Nice.
There he is. RMX is watching over on YouTube.
Am I frozen?
And, your hand is moving. Okay.
No,
Your
you're
face.
moving. I see your
Ah!
face.
That's scary.
Okay.
We saved that for the end so we don't scare people off, Drew.
Okay.
He's frozen. Let it go.
Oops.
Let it go. You got to see your controls.
Oh, nuts. Sorry. Hold on a second.
Okay.
As we get to look up Drew's nostrils. Well, now he froze.
God darn it.
No, it's going. It's going.
Okay, good.
Going.
That's like I was hoping.
So here is the black orchid that Drew is working on.
Oh yeah, looks good.
I'm just ripping
Nice.
off Tony.
I think I'm going to go. I know we debated whether or not to draw Jonah Hex or Black Orchid. I'm going to draw Jonah Hex because I've drawn a lot of women lately. I need to draw a dude. Oh, okay. Set Gita off to the side. And let's see. Should I use that tone paper again? Or just sketch them on white? Just sketch them on the back of
Who was saying that? Someone was like, "Oh, Mike uses a lot of that tone paper all the time." I said, "Oh,
because I like it.
yeah, because yeah, like I said, it looks more full. It looks more complete. Like instead of just working on white."
Well, I got started doing that from picking up stuff at at Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
So we would go in and draw on the back of
yeah.
we would draw on the back of those divider sheets from the shipments.
Yeah, that's right.
And I liked it, and I liked the because when you put white on the tan, you can really pop it.
Mm-hmm.
RMX says he would join, but it'd take him a bit to set up. No worries, RMX. We're probably talking my character you have no idea, or an artist you have no idea of, anyways, way before your time.
Mm-hmm.
Died in 2012. So, okay, I'm gonna mute myself again real quick. Take a bite of salad, and then I'll start.
Salad.
Salazar.
I'm trying to
Changes
ink
to
this
thunder.
with the brush.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's good to experiment.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I think it's kind of funny how the DC going out and getting all the Filipino artists was in response to Neil Adams' push to get higher page rates for the artists here.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Is it because it's like, oh, we can get cheaper labor and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like
There's a lot-
Marvel? Marvel never got a lot of the Filipinos or anything.
Well, a lot of them went there too, but it was Tony Orlando, or sorry, not Tony Orlando. That's the singer.
And gone.
It was Joe Orlando, who
Joe
was
Orlando, yes.
he was like the art director for DC.
Okay.
He's the one who had
Could push for
spearheaded
that.
the
Yeah.
expedition to acquire new artists.
Interesting. Yeah. Because there were a lot of them that came in.
And it
I
wasn't
guess, like,
just the Philippines either, though, because Orlando is the guy who I think he hired Aragonés, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Like,
Mhm.
you know, so I guess he had the reputation of working with all the guys who didn't speak English.
Okay.
So
That's someone I want to. Yeah, that's someone I want to. I would love to have come here as Aragones. Sergio to come down here. It'd be great.
Yeah, he doesn't travel much though.
No,
Well, he's an
up
old
there.
man. But that interview he did on Cartoonist Kayfabe was incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
Because I reached out to Sergio a couple years back trying to get him out.
Mhm.
Him and
Stan said-
Walt Simonson
Yeah.
don't want to travel here. But Walt travels, like if he can take a train, he'll go. Unless it's like London, then he'll go for London, but he won't come for us.
Yeah. But yeah, Stan said the same thing where it's like, yeah, Sergio can't really. It's not that mobile anymore. He got really sick in England, he said. And then after that, he says, yeah, he's not going to travel as much.
What if we did like a stream? You know, like bring him into a panel on the stream. You think he'd go for that?
I don't know.
That's
Not
what he did
us,
with
but a convention.
I don't know. You can try to pitch it.
That's what he did with what?
That's how he did the interview with Cartoonist Kayfabe. It was a
Yeah.
streaming interview.
But I mean, like, do a panel at a convention, but have him stream in.
Mhm.
All right.
Have him join via stream. RMX says he wants to join us. Hold on a second. Let me post a link over to YouTube. I gotta figure out the hexes. Let's see. I gotta plot his teeth because I gotta show him, right? So his teeth are gonna be there, and then the lip's gonna go up, and then the burnt flap of lip comes back over. I have to think about Jonah Hex to draw Jonah Hex, you know.
Yeah, because he's so disfigured. It's like trying to figure out the face and everything. It's like,
RM is drawing. I don't know who that is.
Well, I was gonna draw something else, but I had a pre-sketch of Apocalypse from Swords of X already like inked and drawn, so I was like, might as well use him first, and then or do him first, and then figure out something else in a bit. Actually, I was going to see if you guys have seen it yet. Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters trailer?
yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Oh,
John is one of the local Ghostbusters cosplayers for all the events they do here.
ooh. Yeah, I was watching and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, should be good.
Because I liked the Afterlife one, so that was very good. I was not really a fan of the other one before that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
even
a lot of people weren't.
Yeah, and it wasn't because it was all the women. It was just because it wasn't. It was everything we've already seen before, but just shifted to where it's all women. It's just like we've seen this storyline play out in the first movie. It's just a retread, and I was like, ugh. I didn't like it very much.
I think the script was very loose, and they kind of relied on the comedians, just to kind of ad lib their lines.
Exactly.
And so when you say behind the scene, like especially with Kate McKinnon, yeah, it's like just one scene for one line. She redid it like 12 times with different phrases, and you're like, where's this going? But I mean, all in all, I was like, I still enjoyed the movie for what it was. So I don't know. I'm one of the few, I guess.
Yeah, I think for me it was like I enjoyed it, but it was just like it wasn't it's just kind of was like for me it felt like I was watching Ghostbusters 1 but with a different coat of paint. Cuz like that's kind of like it was like a rehash of the similar plot thread. Like the only thing they swapped out was instead of the Marshmallow Man, they got the Ghostbusters symbol. So it's kind of like for me it was like we've kind of seen this already before. It was nothing new, and it was like kind of disappointing. Like I get for me it was like I get not going too different because then you might piss off the fan base, and that's one thing you don't want to do because of how toxic people can be. But it's also just kind of like you also kind of have to be a little different because if you don't, it's just going to be like we've already seen this. And I think that's where Aftermath kind of did well, is because it was still a little bit different. Yeah, we were dealing with a similar plot thread from the first movie with Gozer, but it was still kind of fresh and a little bit new in its own way. And that's what I liked about it.
The Afterlife movie, what was nice about it was they talked about like a lot of things in the first movie, like Ivo Shandor and all these other, I guess, entities that was mentioned in the first one. But I guess with Ivan Reitman's son working on it, of course, he probably knew all the ins and outs of Ghostbusters, so I think that made a big difference too.
Yeah, and I think the only thing somebody did mention, like this takes place in a different universe, where I think Ghostbusters 2 didn't really happen. I think it was like somebody said it was like a thing where it's like after the whole Gozer thing, like that's all that happened, and like something else and it triggered. I can't remember his name to do what he did, but I think that's what somebody said. I remember seeing a video like that. I don't remember who in the right mind said it. I just remember seeing that somewhere.
But the comics were great though. If you ever get a chance to see the comic, they actually crossed over all the different Ghostbusters. So female, male, the animated series, all of them. It was a really well done story.
Might have to. I was talking to my father, and I was mentioning. I said I was showing him like a rough sketch. I was like, I had an idea because after seeing the trailer, I was like, I was thinking about doing like a mini poster, like kind of like a cover in a way, where it has like the original Ghostbusters movie. You had Ghostbusters 2, and then you had Afterlife and this new one, and maybe a few references to like the TV shows and stuff. But I would have to look into all that stuff. But I was like, try to figure all that out, and I was like, ah, crap. Pull an Alex Ross and try to figure out what I could do for a cover. But it's not really my cup of tea because I've never really done too many covers like that before. So I saw Conan, and I saw briefly Hex from DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess everybody's kind of doing a something different.
Well, we're drawing characters that Tony Dezuniga worked on. Like he was the co-creator of Jonah Hex.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dang it. I didn't know too many that he did. Like, I just had this random one.
I'm guessing you probably don't know any of the characters he did because you're young.
Well, I was a 2003 baby, so I was like, probably half the good stuff I was growing up with. I was like, I think, like, I remember.
You might know the characters, but you wouldn't know that he was involved with it. You know,
exactly. Because I remember seeing Jonah Hex on Justice League Unlimited, and I knew. Did he make Solomon Grundy? I can't remember.
Dezuniga?
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy's older.
There was a character that he made that was, I thought it was something like him. I don't remember for sure, but I don't know.
I mean, he's worked on a lot of DC stuff, but
Yeah.
He's worked on a lot of stuff, period.
Yeah. I don't know about, there's one, I don't know what the whole plan is for the new DC universe stuff. Like, I know there's going to be some games coming out. I'm worried about Suicide Squad. It looks fun. Just, yeah. The whole premise of the Suicide Squad killing the Justice League, it's a cool premise until you realize Deadshot, Harley Quinn, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang. And you have Superman.
I wouldn't pay attention to any DC rumors until we get closer to something actually being like a trailer.
Well, there was some trailers for it, and that's why I was always like, "Oh no!" I saw some trailers.
You're talking about the game, yeah?
Yeah, the game, the Rocksteady game.
Okay, that's separate from the movies. That has no bearing.
Well, the movies, there is a few ones that I am worried about that I heard a rumor about, but the only one that
for as far as the movies go, just don't pay attention to anything right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's just a lot of people that get paid to rile shit up.
Yeah, like there's always these fake outrage channels that always, and it's something that really annoys me. I'm so sick of this word being used, and it's thrown around like candy, and I'm so sick of it. And it starts with a W, it ends with an E, and it's annoying.
Wave? Oh no.
Woke. Woke was the word.
Yeah, I know.
Would be nice.
Oh, woke! I'm trying to do like Wordle in my head.
Wordle.
Yeah, I'm just so sick of it. No, it was used. It was used once in the alternate universe thing for Mortal Kombat with Jax's ending, and it was popularized by a friend of mine who was black. He said that it was popularized by us. Now these idiots are taking it and using it, and just using it because they don't like something, so they're gonna spin it to their narrative, and it's just like,
well, that's the playbook.
Yeah, it's just annoying. And plus, for me, it's annoying because it's like everything is that. If it has anything that's diverse or anything that's out of the ordinary, or like if it just has anything that can be considered like if like let's say the whole even with the plot line in the Lightyear movie. Now, I wasn't a fan of the movie itself. I didn't have a problem with this thing, this plot line in the movie with the gay couple thing. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But they just took it and I don't want to get into politics. I'm just gonna say I didn't like it. That they did. I'm gonna shut up.
Man, Buzz Lightyear's gay?
No, there was a couple, not that, but Lightyear. Did anybody see that movie?
Yeah, I think we saw it.
Yeah, we went to
I
the
don't
theater
remember
and saw it.
I don't
There was
remember
the-
the
the-
gays
the-
in Lightyear.
The old partner, you know, his old partner,
Yeah.
and then
He has,
she
like, a
got into
wife and a
relationship.
kid.
Yeah,
And then everybody was like freaking out over it. Like, it's like, what does it matter? It's like it's nothing bad. Whatever. Like, who cares? It's like
I mean,
like
unless-
everybody acts like it's the worst thing in the world. It's like,
All right,
shut
well,
up.
let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Unless
I will. I know.
unless they show Buzz and Woody like 69ing each other, I figure they're not gay.
Oh my God! I don't want to
Wow.
even picture that.
That
That's
a
what
friend
the
in
dark
him.
web is for. The dark web has probably beat you to that. Oh my God.
I mean, otherwise, how will I know that they're gay?
Dear Lord.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
boy.
Drew, we told you not to discuss your slash fiction here.
There-
Oh boy. Oh God. Well, you know, if he's gonna do that, well, he can always try to do something on the dark web. He'll figure out something. Just don't show images on YouTube.
Well, I'm sure there's already plenty.
Oh,
of,
there always is. No
Buzz
matter
and
what
Woody.
show it is, no matter what movie it is, somebody's gonna think of something stupid and they're gonna run with it.
Isn't that a rule?
yeah, sure. There's some rule number.
Drew's getting ready to hop over to Reddit and start typing up his slash fiction right now.
Yes.
Rule. I had a friend that was very ornery, and it's Rule 34, and that's as far as I know, and I intend to keep it that way.
Well, slash fiction has been around longer than the internet because there was like Kirk and
yeah.
Spock love affair stuff
yeah.
written
Oh,
in
yeah.
the 60s. So, you know,
My dad was my adoptive dad's a Star Trek fan. He probably already knows. He's like, I tried to keep that out of my peripheral vision. Thank you.
Yeah, is that the yayoi stuff?
Oh, yeah, yaoi guy stuff. Yeah.
You know, when we were in Japan, we were komiket, and we were walking
You went to
around with
Komiket?
Jonathan. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not this
Wow.
one, but we went once, and we're walking around, and I saw the bat signal, and I got all excited. And as I started to head down this aisle, John stops me, and he pulls me back. He goes, "You don't want to go down that aisle, man." He goes, "Why?" And I turn around, and I'm looking at it. What is that? What does that mean? And then
It's
we're
like
walking by
you
this-
don't want to know.
Yeah, and we walk by this other table, and we're like,
It's- It's like that. It's like that one protective parent. He's like, he's like, you don't want to go down that road. Trust me, I'm already scarred from seeing it myself. I don't want you to repeat the process.
It wasn't me, by the way. It was the other John.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I am not. I don't know how I feel about. I don't really intend. I'm not a big. I'm not a fan of. I like Captain Marvel as a character. I just don't like completely Brie Larson. So I'm kind of iffy on Marvels because of like a lot of Disney's track record lately with
I
some
like Captain
stuff.
Marvel.
I love Captain Marvel as a character. I just don't like Brie Larson. Just her attitude and this, the way she comes off. I just don't like her. I just. There's those certain people in the world like that you just don't like. She's in my list. She's one of them. Like I know how like a lot of people don't like Elon Musk. Like she's my version of Elon Musk. I
Wow.
guess. I don't know. It's a weird comparison. It's a dumb comparison, mind you, but the only thing I could come up with in my head.
All right, now let's see if Darren gets up here. Hey, that's Darren. Darren, Brie Larson is Darren's queen, apparently.
Yeah.
I like Brie Larson. I follow her on YouTube. She's generally a nice person.
I guess. There was a few interviews that she just came off very snotty. Especially in Infinity War when that was going on. Like there was a few interviews she did and she just was like very snotty, and I was just like, there's one thing with me, it's just like, especially after high school, is like when it comes to snotty girls, I am on the road and out the door. Bye.
I don't know. I cut them slack when they're on the press junkets because it's got to be tiring just saying the same crap over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like some type of vibe she gave off.
Asking questions to get the clickbait.
Yeah.
No, when
I
you
would
said
start messing with
the same
people.
thing over and over. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Was it Galaxy Quest? The line, say the line. You didn't want to say it.
Like Rapthar's hammer.
Yeah.
You are
What?
worthy.
What bargains?
What up, Art?
Yeah, I don't know. I would just, like, if it was me and I was on one of these press junkets, I would just start messing with people. Just start saying random stuff.
There's a couple people that do that.
Yeah. Well, I think there was like a clip where there's like even like with the other cast members, like they would just did not want to be around her, and like you can get that vibe, the way she came off to them. I think there was like a remark she made, like, "I'm the first me, not this," or something. I don't remember. I remember the clip. I remember it was because I remember Chris Hemsworth was there. I think I remember some of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was reading a little bit.
Start watching different YouTube channels. As soon as a YouTube channel starts going negative, just switch channels.
Yeah.
Even if you agree with them, just switch channels, because that's how the algorithm is just like generated to cause outrage, and it's like there's enough serious shit in life to worry about whether or not Brie Larson is a good person on the road.
I agree on that front. That's why I was like, that's why it's been so long. I kind of just like, I kind of forgot about it partially.
I don't know. It sounds like you kind of let it.
Well, it's just like anytime I see her and I'm just like, I get reminded. It's like an evil flashback. It's just like you see something bad. It's like, crap.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It's been so long.
If you don't like something, don't watch it. If she comes on the screen and you don't like her, change channels.
It's kind of hard when you see a Marvel's ad every 5 minutes and you can't even skip the ad.
Skip the ads.
Trust me, I've tried on YouTube. They've put in a feature where like some ads you literally cannot skip. And imagine getting two, like there was one, like this happened twice this month.
But again, you're not forced to watch it.
I tried to freaking fast. It's like a YouTube ad. I can't do nothing about it. I've tried.
Do like Indiana Jones and just close your eyes.
There you go.
Yeah, just close my eyes, plug my ears, like la 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 la. You want to know the crappiest part is
you'll live a happier life if you don't get like wrapped up in all this outrage cycle.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. The thing is, I try to avoid it the best I can, because it's like I try to avoid it because it's just like at a certain point it's annoying. Like I try to keep away from it because it's annoying. But sometimes it's easy to remember something and step in that threshold.
For
No.
your own mental health.
Mhm.
It's like what broke me was Fury Road, because I wasn't a big fan of Fury Road. It's a pretty looking movie, but to me I found it boring, and people would want to get in fights with me about it. It's like, look, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It didn't
it's
work
like exactly. That's kind of how I am. It's that weird thing is like a toxic culture where like if you have a disagreement or somebody says something that you don't like, or like they basically it's happened like with these certain channels, like they like for a game or it's a movie or it's just a franchise in general, like they don't like it, then that's no sweat off my back. I'm not gonna sit there and say that they're a bad person for saying not liking it. I think that people that do that need to either need to go to the nearest the therapy, go to the nearest psychologist or something, get a few pills, because you need to get your shit together. It's just childish.
I think that would be the proctologist, right? Or is that oncology? Wait.
I think, I don't know. But yeah.
I'm asking the older guys.
Yes. Sorry.
The proctologist.
That's butt stuff, but it's not necessarily
Yep.
dietary stuff, is it?
It's all the butt stuff.
Yeah, the dogs would know all about that, as much butt as they sniff.
Yeah.
Dumb joke, yes, I know, but I don't care. It sounded funnier in my head.
I don't know, I'm just thinking. You guys know who Mike Birbiglia is?
Yeah.
He's a comedian. He's got a special called "What I Should Have Said Was Nothing."
Yeah, that's actually what's funnier about that is like that's something you should say, and like that's something that you when you go to the altar and you get married, that is pretty much the given of what to say. It's like in your wedding vows, that is the definition of what to say. What I should have said in our marriage is nothing. And just pretended you were right.
And you've been married how many times?
Never, but I know enough men that are married that have said something on those lines, and it's always interesting to see. And I have like I know a lot of people that my dad.
I'm just poking at you, RM. It's all good, man.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I am not. I am very. I'm in my 20s, so I don't think any time I will be getting married any soon. Yet, depending on when I find the right person. And that is very hard. Right now, I am painting Apocalypse from X of Swords.
I feel like I'm channeling Drew tonight. I'm using the big brush pen, staying loose.
That's cool. I don't know who I'm channeling tonight.
Joan Rivers.
Okay, sure.
I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
I'm
She was a
trying
narrator on Letterman.
I'm trying to channel Jonathan Hickman's freaking who? Wait, does Jonathan Hickman only write the X-Men books, or did he draw them as well? I'm trying to remember.
Well,
Did
he's
Wiley do the art?
Hickman's
Wasn't it
a
Hickman and
writer.
Wiley?
Because I was
It
like,
might be.
I'm trying to
It
think
might be
who.
quietly.
I'm trying to think who also did he do the art as well.
But actually, I think Hickman was trained as an artist, but I think he stopped drawing and now he's a writer. I think he does have an art background.
Okay.
Well, right now I am doing Apocalypse from his books for, I think, X of Swords. I think it was X of Swords, Dawn of X, and all that stuff.
I didn't read any of those. There's just too much to try and keep up with.
Oh yes, freaking-lutely. That's the problem. Like it's like you have with Marvel, you have like all these like thousands of different events. You had Secret Invasion, Null's the King in Black storyline. You had Dawn of X, Sword of X, and all these other freaking storylines for every freaking character. It's like, I can't keep up with all this.
You know, I haven't read any superhero comics in a while, but I just picked up Birds of Prey.
Gail Simone's.
Was this a new one or?
No, not. Unfortunately, Gail Simone is not writing it. But
Okay.
the artist is this Leo Romero. Man,
yeah?
I love his stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, I got it 100% just because I thought his art looked wild.
Okay. So Gail Simone will be coming.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Gail Simone at
MauiCon. Yeah.
But she's mostly associated with Birds of Prey, but and Batgirl. But
yeah. When I left Twitter, there's only a couple people I miss when I left Twitter. Gail Simone was one of them.
She's still on there.
Honestly, Twitter is just the most terrible place to be right now.
Yeah, I know she's still on Twitter, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I that's like one of the few people I miss on Twitter. Her and Lexi Alexander.
Yeah. It's so funny how she stirs the pot sometimes.
And wait a minute.
Like most of the other people that I liked on Twitter, I can find elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
Earlier in the stream, you guys were talking. I heard something about Filipinos. I was thinking about something. Wasn't one of the guys that founded Image Filipino? I can never remember his name, but I know he was.
Will Sportaccio, right?
That's it. Yeah. I was like, I can never remember his name. But I was gonna say
you're among comic geeks here. We'll figure it out.
Yes. Has he ever went to like a Hawaiian like Comic-Con or anything?
He came here
a long time ago.
He did a signing at Jelly's, I believe.
Yeah, a long time ago. Only that once though. I don't remember him ever coming back.
Yeah. It's all your fault, John. You ruined it.
Yeah, works for me. I mean, just like I didn't even know when Stan Lee came down that one time, way back in the 90s.
Dang it! I wish I got the chance to meet Stan. That is the one person I would have loved to meet and just like sit down and just talk and whatever. Like, I don't care what anyone says.
And I was glad I got to meet George Perez and Neil Adams.
George Perez, yeah.
Wait, Neil? It's like, is Neil Adams dead?
Yep.
Yeah, he passed away.
Dang it!
Oh, just last year, I think.
Really?
It's like,
man,
you got to catch all these guys. I mean, we're losing a lot. Keith Giffen just passed away, and
I know, and that one bummed me out.
It's so hard for me because, like, I can't really trust me. If I could, I because of some other reasons, I can't really get a license at the moment because of Dad knows why. He's careful with it because he's like he thinks I should be able to, but because of some reasons and some stuff in the past, he's like he's kind of torn on me driving. The other reason he's torn is because he doesn't want me to crash the car like any normal parent.
It's a valid reason.
Yeah, well, parents are weird that way, aren't they?
Yes. Well, the other thing is when I was younger, I had seizures, so it's like he's like, that's like something he has to work. We have to work out and figure out. Like, I don't have them anymore, but I don't get the luxury of getting to drive yet.
Yeah,
I would love to though. Heck, I would love to go and just go meet all some of my heroes in the comics landscape, all that. It'd be awesome.
Just write to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's weird when you think about it. Like when we were kids, RM, you had to write like snail mail.
Yeah.
And you would write to the letter pages of comics and stuff, or you try.
Hopefully they would answer it. And even that too, trying to find an address.
To like Instagram or Twitter and just message them, and a lot of them reply back.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good that way. So if you have any heroes, catch them.
I don't know if Alex Ross has Twitter.
He might. You can look it up.
He's got a Facebook.
Yeah.
He's
And if not,
him.
he might have an agent who actually like looks through all this stuff. Doesn't Neil Gaiman have people looking through his things?
Him and Bill
Neil
Sienkiewicz
Neil
and a few
Gaiman is active
others.
on Twitter. Because like
And,
when Sandman came out, he was like looking for Sandman comments or posts to comment on. It's like, this is crazy. It's, don't you have better stuff to do, Mr. Gaiman?
I think
Well-
for me, I have like a few heroes in the comics world, but also there are heroes for me for like art reasons. So like as a painter and stuff, like Bill Sienkiewicz, Alex Ross, and a few others. Like I don't know too many comics painters. Like I don't really like. I know I would love to meet Todd
Alex Ross
McFarlane.
is obviously the big one, but
Yes, like he's the biggest one. Because of like Marvels,
look
Kingdom
at
Come.
Adi Granov does like acrylics.
I haven't heard of them. I might actually have to look that one up. I'll have to write it
Are you
down.
familiar with the Iron Man Extremis storyline?
I knew of that. I don't.
Because he did that. It was a painted comic book, so he did. He did pencils and then like acrylic washes over it.
Might have to look into that. I'll have to rewind the stream and then freaking try to.
Yeah, I love Adi Granov's work.
I met Sienkiewicz.
Oh boy.
What's
he
the
like?
other one? The other big one is David Mack.
Oh yeah, he's coming down.
Yeah.
Well,
If you look up Kabuki, David Mack.
if you ever meet Bill Sienkiewicz again, no, I'm not even gonna ask about like. I would say autograph, maybe. I don't know. I sound like a little like a kid, even though I'm in my 20s. I sound like a little kid when it comes to like certain people, but they're just as human as I am. So it's like I don't know why.
But you've seen David Mack work, like at the end of Winter Soldier, like the silhouettes and all that. That's all David Mack designing all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's more of his graphic design stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but his painter stuff, yeah, that's true. His
like David Mack's
watercolors.
it's all painfully.
His buddies with Andy Lee.
Phil Martinez does like the last Phil Jimenez. Phil Jimenez. The Wonder Woman origin that they redid, or I can't remember what they called it, but that's like an entirely painted book too.
I might have to look into getting like I've managed to get most of all of Alex Ross's stuff. It is super hard for me to try to find like if I try to look up Bill Sienkiewicz painted graphic novels, hardly nothing comes up because I don't know if it's a thing of Google being stupid or it's just like
If you want,
I know he's done stuff. It just won't.
If you want to see something really wild, it's like he did like one of his early stuff he did for Marvel was Moon Knight, and when Sienkiewicz is on like the first few issues of Moon Knight, he's basically just doing Neil Adams, like he's just drawing like Neil Adams. And
yeah,
then
I remember him saying he did like Moon Knight and stuff. I can't find the fucking book, but I remember him saying he did that on his channel.
It's been reprinted. You can find collections and stuff. It's not that hard. But the thing is that like he got tired of people saying he was just copying Neil Adams for so long that he decided to try to do different stuff. And then it's like I think it's like on issue 10 of Moon Knight. It's just like 1 month. The previous one he was kind of doing the Neil Adams thing, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he does this crazy wild style, like totally different. Mm-hmm. And it just it looks like a
electric confused guns is iconic.
Yeah.
Legs 3 times too long.
Yeah. Didn't you mention how he got his job at DC?
Actually, funny thing is he actually did mention that on his channel. He said he went in to Marvel and he had a portfolio full of DC stuff. And it's the funniest thing. is that he didn't. I think it was either he went into DC. No, he went into. I don't remember how he said it. I don't know where he went first, but it was something to do with Neil Adams.
He went to DC first,
Yeah.
and Vince Coletta liked his stuff, but he told him he didn't have any work for him. And then Coletta got on the phone, called somebody, and said, "Hey, I got a guy here. I want you to take a look at his stuff." So then he goes, "Okay," and he hands Sienkiewicz a piece of paper and tells him, "Go here."
And then he sends them all the way to Marvel.
Well, first he goes to Neil Adams's studio, and Neil Adams is looking at his stuff, and then Adams called Marvel, and he says, "Marvel, hey, I know you guys won't hire me, but I got a kid here who draws just like me, and you got to take a look at his stuff." And so then he sent Sienkiewicz over there. And I think it's just wild because it's like, but yeah, you're exactly right. He had a portfolio full of Superman
full of
drawings.
DC stuff at Marvel.
Yeah.
It is actually the funniest bit, and I was watching, and I follow him on YouTube. I follow Alex Ross on YouTube, and I try to find other comic creators on like YouTube, and it's hard to find like a few other artists. I know there's one I follow, Scott Christensen Sava. There's him. I tried to find Jim Lee, and I had him on my other profile on my YouTube, and it's like I can't find him again. It's like, what the? Why is it not?
Jim Lee just started a new channel, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he posts stuff pretty regularly. He does like live streaming and drawing and things like that.
I think Frank Cho started doing the YouTube.
You know what
Yeah,
would be
too.
funny if try to get him on one of these streams, see if he would do it.
I can't afford him.
Yeah.
Dang it. Dang it. It would be so fun though. Just like imagine all of us doing like a drink and draw and like just Jim Lee's just like he's like are we
I'm not
literally
saying
gonna
it would
be
be
drinking
cool.
and drawing? It'd be awesome.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool, but it ain't
Yeah. I don't know. He could do it just for free. Like he seems like a chill dude. Like it'd just be like something like, hey, all us artists hanging together, like just like we're just drawing stuff, just like you do on your streams, like something like that.
He popped up in Reed's stream.
Yeah. During the Twitch. Yeah, he raided the room.
Yeah, he just. So maybe he could. Like, never hurts to ask. You always try to try. Dang it! Don't you
that's
dare
in the chat
fall.
side. That's not like on camera.
No.
Yeah,
But I mean,
that's
it's
fair.
interesting that it's still pretty cool that he popped up in Reed's stream.
Yeah.
Actually, and I was talking to a friend about this. There was something I did want to pitch to Marvel for a storyline, and I was like, I don't care if I can write it, but I'm not gonna do the art. I actually would specifically ask for Alex Ross. I just like this would be his go-to because he's always said that he's wanted to do like a standalone X-Men book, and I was like, this would be a perfect one, and it would be like something like similar to not Kingdom Come, something like his Superman Peace on Earth and those graphic novels. It'd be something like that, but for the X-Men. And it was something that I was thinking of, and I was like talking to my dad about it.
Hold on. Hey, just sorry, I'm going to stop you. A word of advice is like if you have ideas for writing, don't stream them because if somebody else takes the idea,
someone's gonna swipe it.
Yeah, that's right. Fair.
And then I'm just just a word of advice. It's fine to have ideas, but once you put them out there, not that many people watch us, but it's still you
never
know.
know.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone can grab it.
That one guy.
Yeah, there's always that one. I'll just say that it's not a bad idea. All it is it takes back to the classic X-Men, but in a unique way. Because there was something that I wanted to focus on the school is called the Gifted School for Gifted Youngsters. And in the X-Men movie, there's a specific line that inspired it where he said, humans and mutants working together. But I thought, what if it's not just all regular humans, some with disabilities and stuff like that, and it'd be a unique thing. And that's all I'm going to say on it. And you can get where I'm going to go with it. because this
Okay.
was someone with autism myself and other things. I figured, that's all I'm gonna say.
Just like if you ever have ideas that you think you'd actually like to pursue in the future, don't stream them.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair. Uh, but I don't think that I could try. Like, if I did do it, it would be very hard for me to just go into Marvel and say that I want Alex Ross as the artist for this book. Like, this is like I can't. I don't think Marvel would be the type that would allow me to just make a demand like that, because Alex Ross is like,
Well, I think you're probably safe on that bet.
yeah, like it's like it would be, and plus trying to get a job at Marvel for me be kind of hard.
Well, I mean, they don't do submissions anymore. None of them do.
No, they look at your online portfolio, if anything, or
They always say
recommendations from other people.
they'll find you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Be something if like one of these days, like I go to like a Comic-Con and it's like I just bring in like half of my stuff, like my painted stuff, and then see what happens.
Well, I think they, if you catch them at a
Couldn't
convention,
hurt.
I think some of them will still look at stuff, but a lot of them, just don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, usually I think if you go look it up, there's a like a certain way to like do submissions. They probably spell it out on the webpage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last I checked, none of them are taking them.
Yeah, because they probably have too many people. And I think the problem right now with the comics side of things is like they really don't. I think storyline wise, like DC and Marvel both have this problem, is that it's everything has to be like, it has to be all grandiose, like scale wise, and it's going to be the end of the world or something like that. And it's like we've seen this play out so many times. I kind of want to get back to like smaller, like the one thing I did like about
That's why Drew and I read a lot of indies now.
yeah. But I mean, like, I want like storylines that like have like there's like a uniqueness to them that could. That's kind of why.
That's why Drew and I read a lot of indies now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like the indies.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's like that's the whole reason. Like, if I was to work with Alex Ross, it would be like something like that. It's like pulling from his previous work with Superman Peace on Earth. It's like a story.
What I'm trying to get across is like I'm with you. I can't keep up with all the huge storylines, but there is a lot of good storytelling still going on out there.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that there ain't. I mean like the stuff that can actually be relatable and touching in a unique way. Like something like how War on Crime, like that graphic novel, how that was like an interesting angle. Where like instead where it kind of flips a unique angle on the whole thing with Batman.
You're talking about those prestige format, the big
Exactly.
like the oversized. You did like a Shazam one and a
Power of
Batman.
If you want heavy Marvel, you got to go back to the older stuff. Really, look for like God Loves, Man Kills, or
exactly. And that's what I'm saying is like they need to do more of that. But I mean, like these storylines that actually
those are great stories too, but they're heavy.
Yeah, I would like them to do more of those again. It's like I want to see stuff like that more again. Like even in comics format, like it's like, like just the small moments, like that like just storylines that are just. It's kind of like with that one, the whole thing with that one Bat Family comic, that little whole thing with that. Like it takes time to be serious, but it also takes time to be comedic at some points, and it can be kind of a mixture of both. I can't remember the whole thing.
John, that's looking good.
Thanks. I don't know what to do with the background.
Well, wait, which one is it?
Something like smoke billowing behind him. You kind of snake it around.
Actually, you could do. Wait, Conan takes place in like a deserty type planet or not like a forest thing. Kind of do something like a mixture of that.
So put two suns.
That's Tatooine.
Yeah.
Okay, Conan on Tatooine in Star Wars. Just see like some stormtroopers trying to in the background. You already have like Princess Leia near his knee almost. She's in that similar pose. Kind of play on that. The cover from Return of the Jedi. Do something like that.
Put a gag on that. You gonna put a gag on that, John? It's like, hey, I have to go now. Can you look at my leg?
Yeah, really. But no,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it as it is. It's like something
You're getting a
different.
little close there, sis.
Yeah.
Okay, do a little post recap. It's like as he's walking away, still dragging her.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like honey, I'm trying to go. Let me go.
I see what he does. No, I'm just looking at some of his other work, like how he handles like backgrounds, because he does leave a lot of like empty space. But he'll put like an occasional mountain or a sun or a moon or something. So I'm just kind of like looking at how he handles it.
Well, you can put like a hint of a castle, or like I said, smoke is always a good option because you can like tie it in and help draw the eye wherever you want on the page.
Yeah.
Well,
where would the smoke be coming from, though? It's a desert.
No, like pillaging and raiding, you know.
Oh,
it'll be from Aunt Brew and Uncle Owen.
Oh, there you go. Where did I see somebody did that? Somebody did that. I think it was like from Rogue One or something like that. They did the it was like charcoal briquettes, and it was supposed to be like, you know, all the characters at the end.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
I like the meme where they do the different actors, and it's like 19 years on Tatooine, and it's like, you know, how much they've aged.
Oh yeah,
you go from Ewan McGregor to
I
what was
forgot
his name? Alec Guinness
as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's do some looks here.
Well, I was working on Apocalypse. I'll move this out of the way, and I'll show you guys in a minute.
I'm looking at you now, RM. So you see Apocalypse?
Yeah, I was working on this, but I forgot I had a poster concept for Umbrella Academy that I still need to paint and finish. I have some stuff inked and some stuff. There's some characters I'm missing because I forgot to add them, and I still need to finish it, and I've put it off for a while. But the whole concept was it would go in a shape of an umbrella, and like you have the silhouette of what's his name, and they're all being like dynamic poses. So as it's going down, Umbrella Academy.
No, who's the umbrella? Like you said, it's going to be in the shape of an umbrella. What character's going to be up there?
I mean, so like as it goes up, you see some of like the villains. So like Cha-Cha and like maybe the fishbowl guy, and also some of the other like so you have some of the members from the Umbrella Academy, but then you have so it goes outward and then a little bit upward. So you would have some of the other Sparrow Academy. Then you have like what's his name in Cha-Cha, and the fishbowl guy. Then you have like the silhouette of maybe what's his name. Maybe you have the robotic lady too, and a few other characters. I'm trying to, and maybe a few other villains like from the flashbacks. I'm trying to remember. I would have to I really need to go back and like look at those comics and like figure out some of the designs and stuff. Like it was a pain in the butt to get the posing down. Especially this was the worst one. Getting the one for 5, getting the photo reference. I had to physically had to do 2 different poses. One holding a bottle, a plastic bottle near my eye.
We mix elements from photos all the time.
Yeah. So and then I was in a similar in a pose on the couch, like acting like that. So like some of them, I had to customize for obvious reasons. It was, and I'm thinking about giving this one because I don't have a printer. I don't have a way to print a bigger format, but I thought about getting this framed, and I have a local comic book store, a guy, he's pretty cool. It's called Dreadnought Comics up here in Ashland, and he's an awesome dude. And I was gonna probably, once I can get this finished, give this to him. It just depends. Because the one problem with my bigger the posters and stuff is like I have this problem where I forget to do them. I forget to finish the things.
All right, let me go to Drew next. Drew, you ready?
Oh, okay.
Take a look at your. Oh,
Ooh.
very graceful.
Wow.
Nice.
Like Orchid.
Very cool. You're gonna color it?
Yep.
What kind of paper is that on?
It's on cardstock.
Okay.
Okay.
Looking good. Scott?
Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Did you-
Those buttons are straining. It's like
Yeah.
He's bursting out. This is not crosshatched, is it?
No.
Is it? No, this one's not crosshatched. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the first
I
one in a
haven't-
while you haven't done it.
Yeah.
all right. Looking good, Scott?
Mhm.
All right. And last up is John.
Oh, okay.
Take a look at where you're at. I know you're still working. That's fine.
I'm still
See
working
how
on
it
this.
He's like it's like
That's got to be the follow up. That's got to be the follow up to the other one.
That's the
Yeah.
follow-up.
yeah, it's like
This is-
get off me, woman! I'm trying to go.
Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of based after two of his pieces. So
It's like, I don't even know you.
yeah, I know.
I know you like my muscles, but I am not one of the bodybuilders like Arnold. I got places to go and people to kill.
Well, you guys are. I'm done drawing, but for you guys are still drawing. In the meantime, like anything to promote, John? As we get ready, we're getting close to wrap up time. We got the art show, obviously, until the 17th of November at the Downtown Arts Center in Honolulu. Open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we'll be doing a live drink and draw there in person. When I say live, in person drink and draw there Tuesday the 14th. So I don't think we're going to have a live stream next week for drink and draw. It all depends on if I can get the tech figured out there. But it'll be on a Tuesday and not a Wednesday.
I'll try to make it if I can. I'm
Well,
trying to.
I don't think I'm going to be able to bring people in. Because it's in person. We'll have people in a room at a table.
Oh,
No, I can't hear anything.
my bad. That's on me. It'd be cool if I could show up, but Ashland to Hawaii in one day. Yeah, can't.
So if I can figure out how to do it live and stream it live, then I'll do that. But if not, it'll be recorded and then put up later. Yeah, it'll be the first time we've done it in person like that. So wish us luck on that. Yeah, MauiCon coming up December 9-10 or 8-9?
9-10.
9-10.
9-10. It's gonna be a lot of cool people there.
Yeah. Like John and Drew and
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott, are you going over
To where?
for MauiCon?
Maui.
I wasn't planning on it, but I can maybe.
Yeah, come over for the day.
Please do a drawing of Maui, just for the sake of it.
I drew Gail Simone because she's going to be there.
Yeah.
No, I mean like because it's called MauiCon.
Yeah. Well, John did the poster for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be funny to do that live. Just draw a giant version of the rock, the Maui rock. It'd be funny just to like that.
So this is my Gail Simone as Red Sonja.
Ooh, looks good. I think the one thing for me is
It's Gail Simonia. Red Gale is what I call it.
Red Simonia.
Red Simonia. There you go.
Red Simonia.
Red Simonia.
So here's the drawings I did tonight. Let's see. Let me bring up the screen.
Me.
So I started off with this Gita that Dezuniga drew, and I, kind of did a riff off of that.
It's nice.
So, one, and then of course Jonah Hex.
Yes.
Can't rep Dezuniga without doing Jonah Hex or Black Orchid. And Drew took care of Black Orchid, so. Drew, you got anything coming up?
Dracula, 1944.
I was trying to set you up for that softball. Just whiff it out there.
Going on.
I think the only thing for me coming up is nothing. I'm trying to get a. My biggest problem is I don't with the channel. I just kind of go on a whim where I'm very random. I've tried doing videos, but the problem with me is when I'm recording the videos from my phone, the biggest problem is space, and then the other problem is like it just doesn't look right. I don't know why. It's either very weird. It's hard to record from my phone, like video wise, like just footage wise. It sometimes just doesn't want to work.
RM does a lot of game streams. You can check them out in the occasional art stream. So RMX Art 28 on YouTube.
Yes, I do a little bit of gaming stuff. I will do mainly I do art stuff, but I do a little bit of gaming stuff because it's a pastime and a hobby.
I think it's mostly gaming stuff.
Yes, well, it's hard because I've done art videos and like sometimes they just don't do well, and I think it's just like oh well. Like I think the main thing for me is I need to focus. I want to focus on doing like video time lapses because I did do two. I did the Gambit one where I was painting that, and then I did Raven, and I have that 3 sketch here, and then I have the better one because it was like a rough sketch and then a rough paint, and then like I did another one somewhere over here where I did the painting and I got that somewhat done. I'm looking through the dozen of different one-shot paintings that I have over here because subscribers said I should focus more on those instead of doing always doing these big posters because I was doing those and it was like draining. I was like, but now I have too many of them and I haven't got any of them done. So it's like, dang it.
I'm not chasing any algorithm. I just do what I feel like doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like with me. It's like I'm trying to balance doing both because I love doing the art stuff, but it's like also I like doing the gaming stuff because it's just kind of like I get to chat with the subscribers. That's kind of why I do it live because if I do it in a walkthrough format, it's kind of boring because it's just kind of like it's not really my thing, but. This is how the other one was. So this one, I just inked it, rough, better painting, stuff like that for Raven. And then I did finally get more of it done for Kang here, the MCU Kang. So for anybody watching this on the stream later, it is coming together. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Drew, John, did you have anything coming up?
No, just pretty much the same stuff you guys have.
Yeah.
I guess we got I'll have my pop-ups later on next week though. Like on
your pop-up. I'll do my pop-up on Tuesday. Drew, when's your pop-up?
Friday.
Not this Friday, but the next Friday.
Okay, so the last day.
Yeah, 17th, yeah.
That's good because you'll be able to do your pop-up and then start packing up.
Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted that day.
Right.
I will say on the video front, I'm trying to work on getting some. I'm trying to figure out a style on the art front for like doing videos because it's hard to record them from my phone. So it's like I'm trying to figure out a unique way where it actually feels like something unique because it's very hard. How
Well,
worried
we
it
just
is.
roll with it. All right. Anybody else have anything? Scott, you got anything to promote?
Nope.
No. All right. I think we'll call it a night then.
All right.
Oh wait, we got John. Did you finish your?
Thanks,
your
everybody.
golf cartoon?
Sure.
Here, let me move John back up real quick so we can see the. Actually, do the before. Oh, did John freeze? There we go. So there's the before.
Yes.
Classic Conan, and then the reality.
Buy Crown Woman, let go. Yes. Honestly, I would buy that. I don't care how much it is. I would buy that just for the heck of having like something comedic on my wall. I love
I'll
that.
give it to you for $5,000.
All right, Dad, it's coming out of your bank account.
There you go.
Imagine me
Okay.
just going over there. I was just like, "Hey, Dad, can I have $5,000?" He's like, "Fuck no! Are you nuts?"
Everybody say aloha.
Hello.
This is good. Okay.
Aloha.
You got to get Drew's head in there. There's Drew. All right, everybody, have a good night.
Okay. Have a good one, everyone.
All right.